an hour ago, me, my grandpa, and my dad were having a great old time. They had some burgers. I came home, saw they were there, started chatting. And in my peripheral view, I see a person walk by in the alleyway. And I look like any normal person would. And I do a double take. And I'm like, does that person have like a skin colored outfit on like some people do? Turns out the woman didn't. That she was wearing her birthday suit. She was buck naked. And at the last second, I kind of noticed, and I was like, what the? Well, I kept talking to my grandpa because for some reason with Grandpa Jerome, it just felt awkward to be like, hey, there's a naked woman. I'm just going to like go see what's going on. So I just thought she kept walking. And then my dad gets up to like turn down the music because he had like the garage door open and his room open. And he walks in. Or he turns down the volume and then he turns around and there's a naked woman staring him down. And he's like, what the heck are you doing here? And she's like, I don't know, the music called me or was calling me or something. And he's like, why the heck are you naked? Or whatever he was saying. All it goes to say, she's like, I don't know, man. The music called me and I'm tripping really hard on mushrooms. My dad got her some clothes. I could like see her, or I could see him talking to like somebody. At first I thought he was on the phone, but then I was like, oh my gosh, the girl walked in there. But I just kept talking to my grandpa because I was like, he's got it under control. My dad goes to like get her some water or something. And by then I saw her walk out and she had clothes on. And then a couple moments later, he walks past. I'm like, yeah, she went that way. He's like, oh, I just got to make sure she's going to get back to her place because she lived kind of close. And the cops roll by and they're like, see us. So they pull back, me and my grandpa, and they're like, have you seen a naked person around here? I was like, naked woman? They're like, yeah, but we just got a call. So I'm like, yeah, actually, she's right coming down the street right behind you. But she's not causing any trouble, so probably not going to be a big deal. So anyways, I think they just drove by, saw she had clothes on. All was well, so she's not going to get in trouble for walking around naked, being high on mushrooms. And she got some clothes, looked like someone at the apartment building let her in. So all's well that ends well. It's just my first naked guest to the all men's barbecue. So quite the intrigue. And I figured it would be a great story to start Psalm 48 and probably 49 because it's both by the descendants of Korah. How great is the Lord, how deserving of praise in the city of our God, which sits on his holy mountain. It is high and magnificent. The whole earth rejoices to see it. Mount Zion, the holy mountain, is the city of the great King. God himself is in Jerusalem's towers, revealing himself as its defender. The King of the earth joined forces and advanced against the city, the kings of the earth. But when they saw it, they were stunned. They were terrified and ran away. They were gripped with terror and writhed in pain like a woman in labor. You destroyed them like the mighty ships of Tarshish, shattered by the powerful east wind. We had heard of the city's glory, but now we have seen it ourselves, the city of the Lord of heaven's armies. It is the city of our God. He will make it safe forever. O God, we meditate on your unfailing love as we worship in your temple. As your name deserves, O God, you will be praised to the ends of the earth. Your strong right hand is filled with victory. Let the people of Mount Zion rejoice. Let all the towns of Judah be glad because of your justice. Go, inspect the city of Jerusalem, walk around and count the many towers. Take note of the fortified walls and tour the citadels, that you may describe them to future generations. For that is what God is like. He is our God forever and ever, and he will guide us until we die. That's Psalm 48. The theme is God's presence as our joy, security, and salvation. God is praised as the defender of Jerusalem, the holy city of the people of Israel. He is also our defender and guide forever. By the temple musicians and assistants. And then the next one, Psalm 49, is also by the descendants of Korah, who are the temple musicians and assistants. For the choir director, a psalm by the descendants of Korah. So I'd imagine, yeah, it's a song, more song, and then it helps to have a little bit of the theme. So Psalm 49, trusting in worldly possessions is futile. You cannot take possessions with you when you die, and they cannot buy forgiveness from sin. Both are true. I just don't think about them enough. But when I do think about it, it's like, I'll enjoy things, but I don't want to let them take a hold of me. Listen to this, all you people. Pay attention, everyone in the world. High and low, rich and poor, listen. For my words are wise and my thoughts are filled with insight. I listen carefully to many proverbs and solve riddles with inspiration from the harp. Why should I fear when trouble comes? When enemies surround me, they trust in their wealth and boast of their great riches, yet they cannot redeem themselves from death by paying a ransom to God. Redemption does not come so easily, for no one can ever pay enough to live forever and never see the grave. Those who are wise must finally die, just like the foolish and senseless, leaving all their wealth behind. The grave is their eternal home, where they will stay forever. They may name their estates after themselves, but their fame will not last. They will die, just like animals. This is the fate of fools, though they are remembered as being wise. Dang. Like sheep, they are all led to the grave, where death will be their shepherd. In the morning, the godly will rule over them. Their bodies will rot in the grave, far from their grand estates. But as for me, God will redeem my life. He will snatch me from the power of the grave. So don't be dismayed when the wicked grow rich and their homes become even more splendid. For when they die, they take nothing with them. Their wealth will not follow them to the grave. In this life, they consider themselves fortunate, and they are applauded for their success. But they will die like all before them and never again see the light of day. People who boast of their wealth don't understand. They will die just like animals. And that's how Psalm 49 ends. I'm going to try and have a normal rest of the night.